So good evening everyone. So online, is my voice is audible to you all? Can you confirm me in chat box once? As well as screen. Clear for all of you? So let other people can join later so that we are going to start. Yes. So now basically in the last session, so what we have discussed? We have discussed about like the servers, right? So we have discussed about like the servers, types of servers, and also we have discussed about like architectures of servers, right or not? Now, so in this class we are going to start about like the OS. So what we are going to start here? The OS. Remember guys, as a DevOps engineer as a DevOps engineer so we should know about the Linux. Without Linux, you can't learn the DevOps. Without Linux, you can't learn the DevOps. So in this class, we are going to start about like the OS. What we are going to start here? OS. So observe carefully. Let's say in the last session, I have mentioned like server is nothing but a laptop. So server is nothing but what? It's a laptop. So see here. This is my laptop. If my laptop needs to run, if my laptop needs to run, if my laptop needs to work, I should have one OS, right? Without OS, our laptop are not going to be run. Our laptop are not going to be work. Right or not? Right or not? So here my question was like, what exactly the mean of OS? What exactly the mean of OS? Can anyone? So whether it is right or wrong, you can answer. What exactly? What exactly the mean of OS? Yeah. So that's perfect. And then let me tell you. So see here, actually you have mentioned like OS is an operating system. But what exactly it will do? So let me tell you. So see here, let's say we are the humans, right? We are the humans. So we know number of languages. So we know Telugu, Hindi, Kannada, Malayalam, Tamil. So we know number of languages. But the mission, but the server are understanding. I mean to say, it is going to understand only the binary level language. So server mission can understand what? It can only understand the binary level language. Human can understand the Telugu, Hindi, Kannada, Malayalam, Tamil, English. So number of languages. These all languages are going to be the high level languages. So if the human wants to communicate with the mission, if the human wants to communicate with the server, I should have one translator here. So here translator are nothing but what? It's an OS. So ultimately, OS will provide the interface between human as well as the mission. So clear for all of you? What exactly the mean of OS? So OS will provide the interface between human as well as the mission. Now, so see here, basically OS types. After that, what we are having here? OS types. So usually if you are using the Windows Windows laptop, so you guys are having the Windows OS. You guys are having the Windows OS. So if you are using the MacBook, if you are using the MacBook, so you guys are having the Mac OS. Mac OS you are having. So if you are using the Ubuntu laptops, so basically we are having the Ubuntu laptop as well. So if you are using the Ubuntu, you guys are having the Ubuntu OS. Depends on the platform, the OS will be vary. OSs are going to be vary. But all the purpose was the same. But all the purposes are going to be the same, guys. Now, let me tell you the architecture of OS. So usually in the OS architecture, totally we are having four layers. Four layers we are having. Let me tell you. So see here, in the OS, the first layer was like hardware. What was the first one here? Hardware. Now, what exactly the mean of hardware here? Let's say this is my laptop. This is my laptop. So in my laptop, if I have connected any external devices, let's say printer, mouse, HDMI cable printer, mouse, HDMI cable, DVD. So any external devices. So that are connected to your laptop, those all the information are going to store in the hardware. Those all the information are going to be stored in where? In the hardware. So if we have connected any external devices, so such as printer, mouse, HDMI cable, DVD, pen drives, Bluetooth, so which can be removable, right? So these all are the hardware components. So these all are going to be stored on where? In the hardware layer. Next, after hardware, what we are having here? We are having the kernel. What we are having here? We are having the kernel. This was very important. After hardware, we are having what? The kernel. Now, what exactly the mean of kernel here? What exactly the mean of kernel? So see here, let's say this is my laptop. This is my laptop. In my laptop, I'm having the some hardware components. So hardware components are in the sense of which we can able to see, which we can able to touch, are nothing but what? Hardware. So CPU, RAM. So these all are the hardware components, right? Which we can able to see, which we can able to touch, are nothing but what? It's a hardware component. Again, in my laptop, I'm having some software components. I'm having what? Some software components. So which we can't see. So such as bin files, we are having some boot files which we can't see. Which we can't see. Which we can't touch. Can't touch. Are nothing but what? It's a software components. So observe carefully. If the hardware components are communicating with the software components, if the hardware components are communicating with the software components, so then only your laptop will work. Otherwise, it will not work. So who is providing the communication between hardware and software components? So ultimately, the kernel is the reason. Remember, OS will provide the interface between human as well as a machine, but the kernel will provide the interface between hardware components as well as the software components. So most of the people are going to get the confused here itself. So they are going to confuse the difference between the OS as well as the kernel. So what exactly the OS will do? Interface between human as well as the machine. What exactly the kernel will do? Interface between hardware components as well as the software component. Next. So after kernel, so what we are having here? We are having the shell. After kernel, we are having the shell. Now, what exactly the mean of shell? So see here, shell is nothing but the place where your commands are executing. So let's say this is my laptop, right? So in my laptop, I am having the command prompt, right or not? So we are having the command prompt in our laptop. The moment if I have opened the command prompt, now I'm going to type a command. So let me tell you what is meant by cd and all those things. So cd and then projects, hit enter. So the command was executed. So if you observe, previously we are at the del, now we are at the projects. So Anaconda projects, we are at. So it means this command was executed. So basically, this command was executed on which layer? It was executed on the shell layer. Ultimately, the place where your commands are executing are nothing but what? It's in shell. Next, after shell, what we are having here? We are having the application. What we are having here? We are having the application. So application are in the sense of, let's say, this is my laptop, right? In my laptop, I'm having the number of applications. So I'm having the Zoom, right or not? I'm having the WhatsApp, right or not? So I'm having the Visual Studio Code, right or not? I'm having the VLC Media. So these all are the applications only. Applications are in the sense of the place where your applications are going to be the hosted, the place where your applications are present are nothing but what? It's an application layer. So see here, let me recap it what we have discussed till now. So in this class, I mean to say here first we have discussed about the OS. Now what exactly the mean of OS? OS will provide the interface between human and mission. So human knows only the high level languages like Telugu, Hindi, Kannada, Malayalam, Tamil, English. So human know only the high level languages. But the server can only understand the binary level language. So if the human wants to communicate with the machine, I should have one translator. Here translator are nothing but the what? It's a OS. So OS will provide the interface between human as well as the machine. Next, after this, we have discussed about like OS types. So usually we are having majorly three types of OSs. So what are they? Windows, MacBook, Ubuntu. If you are using the Windows laptop, you guys are having the Windows OS. If you are using the MacBook, you guys are having the Mac OS. If you are using the Ubuntu, you are having the Ubuntu OS. Next, after this, we are having like architecture of OS. So usually we are having four layers of OS. I mean to say, in the architecture we are having totally four layers. So the first one is about what? hardware. Now, what exactly the mean of hardware? Hardware are in the sense of if you have connected any external devices. So let's say this is your laptop. This is your laptop. If you have connected any external devices, so such as printer, mouse, HDMI cable, DVD, so pen drives, any external devices. So once you have connected to your laptop, this all information will store on the hardware. Where it is going to be stored? In the hardware. Next, after hardware, what we are having? We are having the kernel. Now, what exactly the mean of kernel? Kernel will provide the interface between human, sorry, hardware components as well as the software components that are present in your OS. I mean to say the laptop. Let's say in your laptop, you guys are having the hardware components, right or not? So which we can able to see, which we can able to sense, nothing but touch. So such as print, CPU, RAM, okay, so keyboard, mouse, monitor. These all are the hardware components only. So again in our laptop, I'm having the software components. So which we can't see, which we can't touch. So such as bin, boot files. So who is providing the communication to them? Ultimately the kernel. So after kernel, what we are having? We are having the shell. So shell is nothing but the place where your commands are executing. Are nothing but what? It's a shell. So after shell, what we are having here? Application. Now what exactly the mean of application? So the place where your applications are going to be the hosted. Are nothing but what? It's an application. Okay. So I'm clear for all of you up to this. So just try to confirm me in chat box once. Yeah, what about the others? Clear? That's perfect. Great. Okay, great. Now, observe carefully. Let's say from the first, I have talking about like server. Server is nothing but a laptop. So we have seen this one. Now, if you wanna learn the DevOps, if you wanna learn the DevOps, first you should have the knowledge on the Linux. Later, we are going to start the DevOps tools. In the DevOps as well, the first tool was like Git. The first tool was like Git. So the second tool was like Maven. So the third tool was like we are going to start the CI/CD. So the next one, Docker, we are going to start. So the next, we are going to start the Kubernetes. So later we are going to start the Terraform. Later we are going to start the rest of the things. So Sonar Cube, Nexus, we are going to discuss those one. So let's say if you wanna learn the Linux or if you wanna learn the DevOps tools, so I should have a server. What should we have here? We should have one server. Without server, you can't learn the Linux. You can't learn the DevOps tools. But now my question was like, right now I'm not having, I mean to say, who will provide me the server? Who will provide me the server? So ultimately in the market, we are having the cloud providers. Who will provide me the server? Cloud providers. Cloud providers we are having. So in the market, majorly we are having three cloud providers we are having. So, can anyone? We are having majorly three cloud providers in the market. Can anyone? Perfect. So, who are they? Great. AWS. AWS. Great. Next. AWS. Azure. AWS. Azure. And GCP we are having. So these all are the cloud providers that are available in the market. That are available in the market. So see here, AWS, Azure and GCP. So if you wanna create any server in the AWS, if you wanna create any server in the Azure, or if you wanna create any server in the GCP, first I should have an account. What should we have here? Account, right or not? Let's say, let me go with simple example. This is your mobile. This is your mobile. So in your mobile, let's say you are having the Amazon. So in the Amazon, you wanna book iPhone. You wanna book an iPhone. So if you wanna book any mobile in the Amazon, first you should have an account in the Amazon. Right or not? Without account, you can't book the mobile in the Amazon, in the Flipkart, in the Zopito, in the Meesho, Mintra. So if you wanna book anything, you should have an accounts in that particular applications. Right or not? In the same manner, you are trying to create a server. Who will provide me the server? Cloud providers. So who are they? AWS, Azure, and GCP we are having. So if you wanna create any server in the AWS, or if you wanna create any server in the Azure, or if you wanna create any server in the GCP, first what should we have? We should have an account. Without account, you can't create the server. Now my question was like, right now I'm not having any account. Do we can't learn Linux? Do we can't learn Git? Do we can't learn Maven? Do we can't learn CI/CD? Means 100% we can learn. 100% we can learn. So at the end we are going to learn in the cloud itself, nothing but in the accounts itself. Right now we are not having any account, right? At the end we are going to learn all this in the cloud itself. Right now we are not having any accounts. Do we can't learn means so we can learn, but at the end finally I'm going to show you in the cloud itself, nothing but in the AWS or in the Azure. So right now, without wasting of our time, so let me use the killer coda. So where you will get an interactive environment of your server. So just try to open the Chrome and search for killer killer coda. Killer coda. So just try to go with the first link. Now, so click on the playgrounds. Click on the playgrounds. So scroll down. Click on Ubuntu. Now agree this one. So I'm going to sign up with the Google. So continue and then continue. Now then accept the both the thing. Save. Is this free account? Yes. So it was a free up to for that 60 minutes. You can use this one. So no problem. But at the end, we are going to use the servers itself. So it was the free account only. In future also, we are going to create the AWS or Azure, the accounts, right? So it was the free accounts. Now, see here. Let's say this is my server now. So if you give the ls, so I will tell you what is meant by ls. So if you give the ls, so by defaultly you are having the file system. You can ignore this one. Now, see here. Let's say this is my laptop. In my laptop, if I wanna create a file, how you are going to create? So you are going to give the right click, new, and then file. Nothing but the text document. This is the way to create a file in the server. Sorry, in the laptop. But whereas in the server, if you wanna create a file, so the command will be touch. What is the command to create a file? Touch. And then file name you have to give. Touch at the file name. I am giving the file name as DevOps. Hit enter. File was created. Now, if you wanna see the list of files, so the command will be ls. So totally I have created the DevOps file. So if you wanna cross verify, what was the command? ls. So let me write the notes for you. So don't write any notes in the class. So I will write the notes. So I will upload these notes over the drive. You can get it from the drive. Let me open the notes. Yeah. So it was a Linux day one. So I will write the notes for you daily. Don't write any notes. Linux day one. Now see here to create a file. So what was the command? Touch and then file name. File name. So what it will do to create a file. If you wanna create the multiple files, so the command will be again touch file name. I'm giving the AWS, Azure, GCP. Hit enter. It was created. Verify that one. ls. So I'm having the AWS, Azure, DevOps. So touch file name space. So see file name space, and then file name to create multiple files at a time. Okay. Now what is meant by ls? ls is nothing but it's a list to see the list of files. To see the list of files. Next, I wanna create the series of files. I wanna create the series of files. So if you wanna create the series of files, so the command will be touch the series that you wanna create. I wanna create TCS series. Open the braces 1 double dot 10. So ultimately it will create the TCS 10 files. It's a series of 10 files. TCS 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you wanna create 20, you can create. If you wanna create 30, you can create. Remember, here dots must be 2. Touch TCS, open the braces, 1 double dot 10. So what it will do? To create TCS 10 files at a time. So let's say by mistakenly, remember here dots should be 2. By mistakenly you have given single dot. It will not accept. So it will create a file by using that name. TCS HCL I am giving. HCL open one dot I have given, closes. By mistakenly I have given single dot. What happened then? It was created a file by using that name. By mistakenly you have given 3 dots. what will happen? Again, it will create a file by using that name. Okay. So the moment you have given the 2 dots, now it will create the 10 files. So I am having my HCL 10 files. So we have given the HCL 10 files I have dot. Now it will create the HCL 10 files. Okay, so how many dots it should be? It should be 2 dots. Now, completely, this is the way to create a file. Now, I want to remove a file. So if you want to remove any file, so the command will be rm. What was the command here? Rm. Rm is nothing but remove. So I want to remove the AWS file. Hit enter. Give the ls. Previously, if I have given the ls, I am having the AWS file. But now I have removed that one. So if you want to delete or nothing but if you want to remove any file, so the command will be rm. Rm file name. So why we use this one? To remove a file. So if you want to remove the multiple files, if you want to remove the multiple files, so the command will be rm space file name space file name. So what it will do? To remove, it will remove multiple files at a time. To remove the multiple files at a time. So if you want to remove the series, so again it was a common thing. So rm, the series that you want to remove. So I want to remove the HCL series. So I want to remove only from 5 to 10. You can remove. Give the ls. So previously we are having the SL 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? Right now we are not having any 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it was removed. So if you want to remove from 1 to 5, you can remove 1 to 5. So no such file or directory. HCL1 double dot file. So previously 5 was deleted, right? 4. Can't remove HCL. Yeah, it was removed. So sorry. Okay. Now if you wanna remove the multiple files, so Azure I wanna remove. I wanna remove the DevOps or I wanna remove the GCP. Give the ls. There is no files. Okay, so if you wanna remove the series of files, what was the command here? Rm. The series that you wanna remove. So I wanna remove the HCL 1 double dot 5. So what will happen then? To remove HCL 5 files. To remove HCL 5 files. Irrespective of the file name. See here. Touch AWS, DevOps, Azure, GCP, TCS, PWC. Okay. So we are having the number of files now. Irrespective of the file name. Irrespective of the file name, I want to remove all the files at a time. Irrespective of the file name, I want to remove all the files at a time. So if you want to remove all the files at a time, so the command will be rm star. What was the command here? Rm star. Remember, star is nothing but all, every. So star will represent what? All, every. Remember, not only in the Linux, in the DevOps as well, or in the AWS cloud as well. So if you are having a star means it will represent all. So even it will remove the file system. See, it was removed now. Now give the ls. There is no files now. Previously, if I have given the ls, I am having the number of files. The moment if I have given the rm star, so star will represent what? All, every. So it was removed every file. RM star. So to remove all the files, all the files at a time. To remove all the files at a time. So here star will represent what? All. Star will represent all. So star means what? It's an all. RM star. Okay, you will confuse. Let me remove. To remove all the files at a time. Star is nothing but what? It's an all. Okay. Now, let's say totally this is a way to create the files, to remove the files. But I want to add the data inside a file. If you want to add the data inside a file, we are going to use the VIM editor. What we are going to use? We are going to use the VIM editor. So in the VIM editor, totally we are having two modes. How many modes we are having in the VIM editor? We are having the two modes. So one was the command mode. What was the first one here? Command mode. So the second one was like insert mode. What was the second one here? Insert mode. So totally in the VIM editor, how many modes we are having? We are having the two modes. One was the command mode. So second one was like it's an insert mode. Now see here the point number one, the default mode in the VIM editor, in the VIM is going to be what? It's an command mode. What was the default mode in the VIM editor? It's a command mode. Now if you want to shift from command mode to the insert mode, what I need to do? I need to press the small I button. What I need to do here? I need to press the small I button. So if you wanna go from insert mode to the command mode, what I need to do here? I need to press the escape button. So in the VIM editor, totally how many modes we are having? We are having the two modes. So what are they? Command mode as well as the insert mode. So what was the default mode in the VIM editor? It's in command mode. So if you want to shift from command mode to the insert mode, what I need to do? Small I. I need to press the small I button. So if I want to shift from insert mode to the command mode, what I need to do? I need to press the escape button. So see, now let us try to do it lively. So right now we are not having any files. Let me create the file touch DevOps. Now my DevOps file was created. I want to add the data inside the DevOps file. So VIM DevOps. Hit enter. So totally editor was opened, right? So this is my VIM editor. So by defaultly, in which mode we are going to be in? We are going to be in the command mode. How can I get to know that means? So here I can able to see the file name. For the first time it will show the file. Later it will not show anything. Later it will not show anything. So right now we are in the command mode. So I wanna shift from command mode to the insert mode. What I need to do? I need to press the small I. The moment if I have pressed the small I, it was showing as insert. If you are seeing here as insert means you are in the insert mode or you are in the command mode now. Later. So totally I was in the command mode. Now I want to shift from insert mode. I want to shift from insert mode to the command mode. What I need to do? I need to press the escape button. For the first button in the keyboard was the escape, right? You have to press that one. So I have pressed the escape. Now I am not seeing anything here. If you are not seeing anything means you are in the command mode. So small I, insert, escape, insert, escape, insert, escape. So if you are in the insert mode, you can see here as insert. If you are seeing nothing there, you are in the command mode. Okay. Remember, if you wanna add the data, if you wanna add the data, you should be in the insert mode. The name itself contain insert, right? So if you wanna add the data, you should be in the insert mode. So let me add the data here. Here this is all about Linux. Here this is all about what? It's a Linux. Now I want to save my data. Today I have written the data. I want to save my data now. So if you want to save your data, colon W, it is going to be the save. If you want to quit, colon Q, so it is going to be the quit. If you want to do both at a time, colon WQ. Nothing but what? Save and quit. Save and quit. Colon W means what? It's a save. Colon Q means quit. So colon WQ means save and quit at a time. So instead of giving colon WQ, or you can give the colon X. So what it will do? Save and quit at a time. Okay. Now let us try to do it lively. So see here. Sorry. Now I want to save my data. If you want to save your data, what we are going to give? We are going to give the colon W. So the moment if I am giving the colon W, what happening there? It was inserting the data. Why? Because we are in the insert mode. Remember, colon W, colon Q, colon WQ, all are the commands, guys. So if you want to perform the commands, you should be in the command mode. Okay. Now escape colon W. So what will happen then? Save. Totally it was saved. Now do we have quit from the editor? No, right? Colon Q. Quit. So totally I have written the data and also I have saved my data and also I have exited from the editor. So if you want to cross verify whether the data was saved or not, cat and then file. So cat is a command to see the data inside a file. Now, so let me recap it what we have discussed till now. So in this class, we have started about the OS. Now, what exactly the meaning of OS? An operating system which provides the interface between human as well as the machine. Okay, human knows only high level languages like Telugu, Hindi, Kannada, Malayalam, Tamil. These all are the high level languages. But the server will only understand what? It can only understand the binary level language. So if the human wants to communicate with the machine, if the human wants to communicate with the device, ultimately ultimately we should have one translator. So here translator are nothing but what? It's an OS. So after that, we have discussed about like types of OSs. So we are having the Windows OS, Mac OS, and then Ubuntu. Later we are having like architecture of OS. So the first layer is about what? It's an hardware. Now what exactly the mean of hardware? Which provides the interface between, sorry, if you have connected any external devices, so such as printer, mouse, HDMI cable, DVD, these all are the external devices, right? So these devices are going to be stored on where? In the hardware. So after hardware, we are having the kernel. So what is meant by kernel? Kernel is nothing but which provides the interface between hardware components as well as the software components in your laptop. Next, after kernel, we are having the shell. Now, what is meant by shell? The place where your commands are executing. So, number of commands I have executed. Touch, rm, so vim. So, these all are the commands. So, these commands are going to be executed on which layer? In the shell. So, after shell, we are having the application. So, the place where your applications are going to be present are nothing but what? It's an application. Next. After this, we have discussed about like how to create a file. So what is the command to create a file? Touch. If you want to see the list of files, ls. What is meant by ls? It's a list. Okay. So if you want to add the data inside a file, what we are going to use? VIM editor. In the VIM editor, totally how many modes we are having? Two modes. So what are they? Command mode, insert mode. What was the default mode in the VIM editor? Command mode. So if you want to go from command mode to the insert mode, small I. If you want to go from insert mode to the command mode, escape. So totally I have written the data. So if you want to add the data, so totally you have added. Now if you want to save your data, colon Q. If you want to quit from the editor, colon, sorry, if you want to save the data, colon W. If you want to quit from the editor, colon Q. If you want to do both at a time, colon WQ. So if you want to see the data inside a file, means cat and then file name. So after this, we have discussed in this class. Clear for all of you? Everyone. So just try to confirm in chat box. Yeah, you can, I mean to say someone are sending personal. No problem. So just try to give me the response. Everyone, clear? At least just try to give me like yes or no. So that I can move it. That's perfect. Great, great. Super. Okay. So guys, that's it from my end for today. So if you are having any doubts over the session, you can ask. Or if you want to talk anything, you can talk. So the daily sessions are going to be like this only, guys. So these sessions are going to be the interactive sessions. Remember, you are having directly the unmute access. You can unmute yourself and then you can speak out. No problem. Okay. Yeah. Any doubts as well as any concerns, you can put here. So I will give the response. Yeah, no doubts, huh? That's perfect. Great. So, okay then. Bye all. Have a nice day. So, see you on the next session. Bye all. Have a nice day.